everyone, I'm Virginia and these are my dogs Takoda and Zion. We're going to show you a quick little exercise today. If you have a dog that is a little grabby when they try and take treats, maybe they get very excited or no one ever taught them how to take things gently. Sometimes dogs will snap when you feed them the treat and they can kind of take your fingers off if you're not careful. So I want to show you a few different options for dogs like that, of things that you can do to either help protect your fingers or also just to kind of help teach them to take them a little bit differently. So one method, of course, is don't hand feed them. If you need to keep your fingers safe, or maybe especially a child or someone wants to feed your dog and you want to make sure your dog doesn't have the opportunity to nip their fingers, you can either toss the treat on the ground or place it in front of them like that. You can just put it right in front of them. You can toss it away from you. It doesn't really matter where you toss it, or put it in front of them. You can also toss it to them if your dog is pretty good at catching. So, stay. That was better. So Takoda's pretty good at catching if I throw it right to him. Zion is really good at catching. I can throw it anywhere. Stay. Oh, and of course he drops it. Maybe. There we go. So it's kind of fun for him. It's a great way to get exercise where you can really toss the treat and have them jump or run for it. Oh, we lost that one. So sometimes I'm not so good at throwing it. Not always his fault. But that's something fun that your dog can do. It helps to use treats that are a little easier to see. I think the treats that I have today maybe are blending in with the background. So, of course, you can also feed your dog in a little bowl. Sometimes if you try and hold your hands out like this, much like you would feed, come way close, much like you would feed a horse, where you have it in a little cup and your thumb's tucked in, your dog can take it from you without hopefully catching your fingers. So again, that's a way to keep your fingers safe, but isn't necessarily a way to teach the dog to be gentle. So the method I like to use to teach them to be a little more gentle is similar to holding it in your hand like a bowl. But what I'm going to do, I'll come way close and show you, is I'm going to hold the treat, make sure you can see it here, and trap it with my thumb. So I have small treats, trap it with my thumb, and what's going to happen is the dog can smell it, he knows I have it. But see how he's trying to grab it a little bit? Go ahead. I can keep it trapped under my thumb until he's more gentle. So when he just either licks my hand or maybe just uses his lips instead of his teeth, so I'm going to trap it under my thumb. He tries to grab, he doesn't get it. He's gentle and just give him a nice little snuffle. Then he gets the treat. I just take my thumb right off of it. So sometimes in the process of them learning it, sometimes your thumb can get a little nipped a little bit. I can see like he gets excited about the treats. He starts to forget himself and he still has that moment where he kind of wants to grab at it. And then pretty quickly he starts going, oh, okay, I can't operate the vending machine by being rough. I have to be gentle. That releases the candy from the candy machine. So that can really help teach them that what works and what doesn't work. And that's really our ultimate goal, is to show them the behavior we want instead of always having to correct the behavior we don't want. So if he's being grabby and I start yelling at him, he doesn't understand what he's supposed to do. But instead, if we show him, yeah, it's a good boy, we show him what we want, he's going to learn through repetition, oh, this is how I get treats. Right? Good job. Good job, boys. One little thing about when you toss them treats is sometimes it can make them a little more grabby. You see how they have to jump up and snatch it out of the air? Even if I throw it directly to his mouth, chomp. So we want to make sure that, even if we're tossing them treats, that we're still practicing. Yes, if somebody's hand feeding you something, be gentle about it, right? Right. Good job, boys. Thank you. All right, have a great day. Take care. Stay. Yeah. Fine.